Good morning, everybody. I'm looking very much forward to hosting my colleagues for this informal ministerial meeting in Copenhagen, which I consider being one of the most important events during our presidency. Many items on the agenda, but two of them the most important, Ukraine and Gaza. Regarding Ukraine, we need to build up even bigger pressure on Putin. I think it's quite obvious that he's just dragging the time, trying to buy time and divert their attention from his continued attacks on civilians and infrastructure, and most recently also EU representation in Kiev. So even though this is an informal meeting, we need to discuss how we can agree on a 19th sanction package as quickly as possible. The discussion, which also took place yesterday, about security guarantees and European readiness to stand up for Ukraine after hopefully a ceasefire is agreed, military support. The Danish position is very, very strong, and I think we have a moral upper hand to convey this discussion. We welcome any diplomatic effort in order to solve the situation and bring an end to the war, but we need to bring Ukraine in a position of strength, and therefore we need to further pressure Putin. Regarding Gaza, we are witnessing the most catastrophic humanitarian catastrophe. We have long been arguing that Israel should change its course, and we will do our utmost to find common ground. I don't think I reveal any secret by saying that there are nuances between the 27 countries in Europe. Our position is that we now must change words into action. Denmark is ready to suspend the trade chapter in the association agreement. We're also ready to put sanctions on some of the ministers in Netanyahu's government. We would be ready to put a ban on export from the settlements. For that, we need consensus, which is probably not achievable, but then we should try to find other innovative solutions. We could put tariff on these goods, for instance. This is the two, I would say, major issues on the agenda of today.
What about the use of Russian frozen assets as part of the next sanctions package?
Yeah, we will have that discussion, and we welcome that discussion. It's not easy. I know there are different positions, and I think we should avoid a situation where people could hide between this discussion, because I do not foresee that this discussion about the frozen asset could be agreed very quickly. So we shouldn't await that. We need to step up. Denmark have decided to participate in this new American tool where we buy equipment in the US and donate that to Ukraine, and we will very much ask other countries to follow that path.
Gaza, you spoke about a lack of consensus. How frustrated are you that you can't seem to put more pressure on Israel?
Well, I'm frustrated, and people are frustrated. You can hear the people in the background. We need to, change our words from just words to action. And I think, being the presidency, it is our role to act as a common broker. Our position is tough, and we consider Israel a friend, and the Israeli people a friend. But we have an issue with the current government, and we also realize there's the discussion within Israel. So we need to do something. And if we can't, for instance, put a ban on the export from the settlements, for that we need consensus. We could put tariff on those goods by qualified majority. And this is our position. Therefore, I also welcome that, apart from these two items or issues, Ukraine and Israel Gaza, we will also have a more principled discussion about our working method. We have a constitutional problem in Europe. The slowest ship in the convoy decides the speed. And we should find ways where what is the majority position in Europe would find its way. So I think we should explore innovative solutions to fulfill our goals, so to speak.
What kind of sanctions are feasible against Russia?
Against?
What kind of sanctions are feasible against Russia?
The toughest possible sanctions. I think we should look at the whole spectrum. Oil, financial sector, the shadow fleet circumventions. We just passed the 18th sanctions package most recently, and it has an impact. The Russian economy is not doing well, so we definitely need to do more. And speed is also important here. I think Europe have done all the right things since this full-scale invasion, but you could argue that we have done it a little too late. I mean, so I think speed is also of importance here, and that's why, even though this is an informal meeting, we should be as concrete as possible. And I think this setting is an ideal one, this informal setting without speaking notes and honest talks. And we need an honest talk among ourselves, because we have to move from, speeches, we stand with Ukraine as long as it takes and stuff like that, and turn things into real actions. And I think we are in a good position for facilitating that discussions. We are foreseeing new Ukrainian investments in Denmark. We think we should be innovative in our thinking. There's a huge potential within Ukraine, further investments in the Ukraine defense industry, but also, Ukrainian investments around Europe, so we could give Ukraine a safe haven for production, so they could, assist themselves in standing up against Putin. Thank you.
Good morning. So we have a Gimnich meeting coming up with the foreign ministers. We have